Start streaming, starting the stream, just as soon as YouTube lets me. Dear YouTube, is the stream live? I don't know if this is working. La da 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 da. Dee 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 dee. Bum ba dum ba da da da. La da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Da da. Do 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 do. La da. Do 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 do. Okay, so we're going to have to change our Twitch game, I guess, as well. Twitch.tv/dashboard. And game is going to be Minecraft. Okay, stun. Should be all set up now. Let's try this. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today I'm joined by NJCoffeeJunkie. Howdy, NJ.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna turn you up on their end. You don't need to tweak anything on your end.
Got it.
Okay, so we should be all set.
Awesome.
Okay. Are you in game? No. If you do become inside the game, then we will
be there shortly.
Okay.
I'm working on it. I downloaded the wrong version, so I'm getting the right one now.
Okay. So we are going to get a bunch of pale oak signs. Oh, green bioshroom signs. Whoa. I didn't even know bioshrooms could make signs. Okay.
Yeah, while I'm sitting here, I'm going to open your chats so I can see what's going on.
Okay, I'm also going to reduce the volume of the in-game sounds because the mix of those in relation to you is a little rough.
Understood.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I might need to turn that back down. Say something, please.
Something, please?
Okay, yeah, again?
Something, please?
Okay, cool. Naman Sabu says, ooh, Planet Stream, love these. Yep, we got NJ. So let's get a sign up here. Hermitcraft 11 planning. Launches November 8th. Okay. We are also going to maybe get some glow squid glow ink.
Mm-hmm. Always helpful.
I'm not sure that makes that easier to see, but we got it. We are currently on the modded server because normally we would do our planning on the Hermitcraft server, but the Hermitcraft server is not live yet. So, howdy, Lone Courier. Welcome, Dottie Matrix. Green signs are lovely. Welcome, Greasy the Goblin, Daphnes, Richie Rich from Memphis, now Arkansas. Howdy, Vin Shoken, Nashish Khan. Welcome, Aries Grimm, Republic of Pixels, Heart Online, John Arizona Gaming, Yatta. Welcome, Mini Zoekins. Welcome, Magalore Starcutter and Paige Marinchuk. Welcome, Kindalis, who says, I'm glad Joe isn't vandalizing 10th Warward for this. It was seriously considered when NJ couldn't get the mod pack working, and I forgot the coordinates of this area. Then I realized I could open up the map. I was wandering around out here going, okay, it's got to be somewhere near the Pale Oak Forest. Where's my base? It's like, oh yeah, I can load up the map. It's fine. Okay.
It's okay. I downloaded the right version because the first version I downloaded was not the right one. And now I'm waiting for CurseForge to behave itself so that I can come join you.
Okay. So we've got a bunch of concepts. This is a rough concept board. This is kind of like a mood board, except they're not all angry. So here's what so I'm just putting a few concepts down. Art Deco, television. Okay. Here. Surplus materials. Oh, I forgot what else I had down here.
Oh my.
Campsite. Okay. So one of the things I'm thinking about doing is, so the building I want to build is based on Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. For anybody who's not familiar with the show, Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip is set in a beautiful theater in Hollywood that's made up. Because it's made up, a lot of people have said, Joe, you do too much modeling of real world stuff and you're not freeform enough. It's going to force me to make up a lot of stuff because the images of the exterior of the building from different angles, not self-consistent. The interior of the building, not consistent with the exterior. We're going to take the rough concept of it and we're going to build from there. It's a starting point, but it's not a blueprint like we had with what is it? With Hermit Homedale. So let me see if I can find a link that would have like good photos from this or of the building. There's interior photos on Getty Images. But I'm not sure that this helps. So like, okay, so like the writer's room is this image here. The makeup room is this picture here with like a bunch of wigs. And so we want to kind of use some of the different rooms from the studio concept as functional spaces in the build. So like the makeup room might be where we have a bunch of player heads and stuff for armor stands. The writing room might be where we have brainstorming on a wall that would serve as a whiteboard. Kind of like what we're doing here, that sort of thing. The exterior of the studio, I don't have a great photo of in this collection, but let me see if I can find a good exterior picture. Addison Theater, Studio 60. Not now. Okay. Well, I don't like linking to fandom.
Good news, everyone. I think I'm in.
Yay. Okay. So here's a external view of the side of the theater. Hey, Sammy. It's like an Art Deco inspired building on that side. Now, once again, the different views of the theater are not consistent with each other even. I hate linking to fandom, but we're going to do that here just as a grumbly. So the front of the theater, You can't see that dome that you can see from the side of the theater. Like I said, there's a lot of pieces of this that don't actually fit together. There's no making them fit together logically. There's only 2 exterior shots of the building ever, and they don't click. They're supposed to be the same building, but rationally it doesn't exactly work. So we're using this as kind of a starting point. So we have an Art Deco television theater. Is kind of our main first build.
I'm here.
Oh, are you on the server?
Yeah.
Okay, well, /TP NJCoffeeJunkie Joe Hill says.
Thank you.
And I have 2 mushroom soup for you. Don't eat them all in one place.
Sure. Thank you.
This might be the one place.
I like the hat. It's very nice. All right, so let's see.
Are you too short to see this? Can you read these at that distance?
I can.
Okay. Okay. So, so for our Art Deco TV theater, we do, what I'm kind of imagining is like, we need to figure out what the different rooms are.
Okay.
And what they do. I kind of already talked about some of that, but like, writer's room for brainstorming. Let's see, showrunner's office for officing. You're making a lot of noises over there. What are you doing?
Okay.
In your inventory. Like, do you have objects? You literally just joined the server.
Yeah, I did. I apparently I have some objects in my inventory, but I had to turn off the screen share. I had to turn off your Discord stream to save because CPU because the lag's a little rough.
Okay, that's fair. But just so you know, like, whatever you were doing, like, when you, like, were dragging stuff around in your inventory, it makes inventory dragging noises for people around you.
Really? Go figure. Sorry about that.
Okay,
I had no idea.
We don't know. We've never done this in modded before. We're learning as we go.
No. Apparently so.
Just as a reminder, this is a viewer-supported stream. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We're rotating the camera 1 degree angular for every dollar that rolls in. We're currently at 50 degrees angular because of this morning's Hades stream. So, we need...
Okay, there we go.
Still
now
doing
I have all...
Whatever that noise is, it's still happening.
All right, I did not intentionally move anything into my inventory. I was just trying to pull up your chats.
Gotcha. Is it just making a noise when you press E to open your inventory?
Let's find out.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. Dang it. All right, I'll be careful with my hands.
So maybe just press T to open the text if you need to alt-tab out. Try pressing T. Yeah, no noise.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll remember that.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Showrunner's office for officing, makeup room for heads and armor stand stuff, dressing rooms as guest rooms, ? If people wanted to have like a hotel room type of like little space over there. I don't know why they would, but maybe if they're going to use the set for something, they would have a accessible place.
Actually, I might be able to answer that for you.
Yes.
So, you know how a few months ago I was part of a Minecraft, I was a guest on a Minecraft talk show?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was called like Last Week in the World or Last Month in the Worlds of Minecraft. So they gave me a kind of a green room that I could decorate just to kind of get you. So I did. I decorated this room. It had like a balcony. And after my time was done, they changed it out for someone else. But that could be something that could be something akin to what those spaces could be used for, especially if you were planning on doing like a podcast or something like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Metatron tips 5 and says, twirl Joe like Mumbo's mustache. So let's get those 5 on the abacus. Thank you very much. And then we are going to indeed rotate the camera another 5 degrees angular, as though you were rotating Mumbo's mustache. Da 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 da. Bringing us up
Swirl.
to 55 degrees angular. Okay. So dressing rooms as guest rooms. We obviously are going to use the stage for performances.
Of course.
We need a prop room for storage. Now, storage is going to be huge this season. Other rooms we still need.
Yes, as it should be.
Lobby for entry / ticketing. Okay. So we've got a TV theater with 2 facades. So we've got side facade with auto entrance, and we've got front facade with street entrance. Now the street entrance side of this looks really cool. That's where we're gonna have that Studio 11 sign. So
Okay.
so Studio 11 sign and banners. It will be streets ahead, just like the Beatles. They're streets ahead of the Americans. Carlos, thank you for tipping 20, who says, for Inscription. I'm looking forward to season 11. Thank you very much, Carlos. That is indeed gonna get me rotated another 20 degrees angular. I'm glad you enjoyed Inscription last night. That was a lot. I'm curious to try and play some of the additional Casey's mod stuff. I'm going to talk to Cleo about that on our next craft stream when we hang out. Try to figure out what makes sense in terms of formatting.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I
did catch part of that.
Yay. Des says, I think NJ is the cause of the vocal feedback.
Probably.
Like, are you hearing my voice twice, like again through NJ's? I'm not hearing it. Or are you hearing NJ's voice twice because you think you're hearing NJ through my headphones?
Give me 1 second. I'm going to just double check and make sure that I don't have that I've muted everything.
Okay.
You'll have to forgive me. I am dealing with a little bit of lag. Yeah, my computer can't handle Homestead very well, so it's where it's going. Rats. Yeah, I have everything muted. So if give me 1 second, I'm going to close all this because that might help with performance. I might just have too much open right now. Dang it.
What do you call that stuff the geodes are made out of? The purple stuff?
Amethyst.
Amethyst, yeah.
Amethyst. Okay.
Okay.
That should definitely have helped. I turned off a bunch of stuff.
Okay. Lost Cult Music tips 3 and says, hey, Joe and NJ. Hey, Lost Cult Music. That is going to get us rotated to 78 degrees. Thank you very much, Lost Cult Music. Do.
Hello.
Okay, so, so we've got a rough, we've got a rough concept of like what the theater breaks down into. So the prop room for storage, I think we want automated storage. which
Okay.
means copper golems,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. I don't know how to make a
I've heard a
copper
lot about
golem,
them.
and they're not in this mod pack, I don't think. So I feel like
Mm,
if we are gonna figure out roughly the studio build here.
mm-hmm.
621 says season 11 is a theater. My build that I'm going to work on for the first few months of season 11 is a theater.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we're looking at there.
Okay.
So
I've never seen the show, and I have a question, if that's all right. It
which
it
show?
is it
The Twilight Zone, Life with Lucy.
Studio 60, the one you're
Oh,
basing this
that
on?
one.
Yeah, that one. Huh. Um, is it like kind of a version of the Tonight Show where there's, like a desk and then there's a space for a band and stuff like that? Or is it more just
No, it's more like there's a show out of New York you might be familiar with since you live in the region. Saturday Night Live. I think that's pretty regionally recognized by Lord
yes, show?
Michaels.
Yeah, Lorne Michaels, and yes, I know Saturday Night Live. Okay. I
Yeah,
needed the reference. Yeah.
yeah. This is kind of like 30 Rock. There's a TGS with Tracy Morgan.
I've never seen 30 Rock either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. But Saturday Night Live, I know, so I got it now. Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah, basically, we're going to be building a set where you can
Mm-hmm.
roll. The idea was that there would be multiple different recording areas or stage areas that would be visible from the audience seating area.
Mm-hmm.
So let's write down some key notes about the setup. Okay. So showrunner's
Okay. Where do you want to put
office
those?
overlooks stage.
Oh, sorry. Wrong button.
We need two control rooms. Control rooms A and B.
Mm-hmm.
And those would probably do any redstone on-off stuff. Since we're not gonna have real cameras, but we might, have lights or stuff that were turned on or off.
Oh, absolutely. There's probably some tricks you could do with that.
Okay, so the I feel like there is a planning episode. So let's so we got to figure out how to structurally build this into a sequence of episodes, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
in some ways the most important thing is figuring out where the facade external sides are.
Okay.
And because like where's the front of the building? Because it needs to be built on the street. And if we're going to try and connect that street to other hermits or something eventually, we need to have it generally aligned with like any major interbuild connectors.
Okay.
Right.
That I can actually answer for you. Because
Before
we were
real quick though, let me thank
yeah.
Algorithm 32 for tipping 11, who says looking forward to seeing this come together. Thank you very much, Algorithm 32. That is going to rotate us now to 89 degrees angular from 78. Please direct your attention to my face in the upper rightish, and we're going to bring us up to 89 degrees. La da da da. Okay. Sorry. So NJ, yes. So structuring this
Mm-hmm.
into episode sequence.
Yes. Just another question. Is there a voice thing above my head? Do I have the voice mod on?
I don't know. I have mine muted, so even if you are talking, I can't hear you in the game.
Well, that might be the cause of the feedback. I just don't know
Well,
how
I
to
wouldn't.
fix it.
It wouldn't happen. I don't know. Maybe just go to
Mm.
press V and then click the megaphone with the press to enable all voice chats. Like yeah, there.
I didn't realize. I looked at yours and I just realized I might have downloaded it. That might be the cause of the feedback. So I
Maybe.
think we got it figured out.
Okay.
Okay.
So Prismatic Cute says if you're making
Yes.
multiple sets, you can make like a game set for TCG or maybe Hermit Master. Yeah, Hermit Master would be the sort of thing that we could film here if we needed, if they didn't want to build a whole Hermit Master's place elsewhere. I
But
haven't
yes.
coordinated with the other hermits on that because I don't want to think that I'm
Mhm.
building this entirely for Hermit Master, and I'll be sad if they don't want to do it. Okay, so
That's fair. Now, you asked, real quick, you asked
yeah.
about how to build this so it's on the street.
Well, I
Because the
kind
entrance is on the
of.
street, right? The
Well,
entrance for 30 Rock, right?
not for 30 Rock. Well, 30 Rock has a plaza, Rockefeller Plaza. They
Yes.
have an ice skating rink there and a statue of Atlas.
I've seen it on TV. I've actually never seen it in person. But
Really?
I
I live
was
nowhere near there, and I've been to Rockefeller Plaza. Okay.
I go to New York City maybe once every 18 months or so.
I go once every 18
I'm not
years or
there.
so, but okay.
I'm not there often. I'm not there very often, despite living within a reasonable distance. But the entrance for the studio itself is actually literally down the street from Radio City. So Radio City is on the corner, and then like about a third of a block down is the entrance for the studio, NBC studio.
Well, I've got the Studio
That helps.
60 on the Sunset Strip entrances. Those are two of the only things we do have in the photographs.
Oh, okay.
But more what I was
Gotcha.
saying we
Okay.
need to figure out is what is the sequence of problems we need to solve to get this built on the server? I
Okay.
think, okay, so, and maybe these are going to be in the wrong order, and we should put these on mine carts with signs so we can rearrange them. I don't know if that's a thing in this mod pack, but I
Well,
think,
let's look at the signs
okay,
first and figure it
so
out
I
from
think we
there.
need to identify corner of building location.
Mhm.
Um,
Now,
because
approximately how big is this going to be?
where's my notebook? I think it's something. It's about a fifth as large as the building. No, maybe a sixth. It's much smaller than Bell Works or Bell Labs.
Okay. Okay, so
Um,
it's about
it's
it's about
about
1/5, 1/6 to 1/5 of the size of Homedale. Okay.
yeah. I think it's something like 120, and I'm not building it on a diagonal.
Okay.
Um, so
Kindlist says material list, gathering, and then just build.
can I make this the new Nether hub? No, because it's not in the Nether. Okay.
um.
So it's
Okay.
so this is about 128 blocks across the front and maybe
Okay.
80 blocks deep, I think.
Okay. That's
Uh
respectable. Okay.
so and it might end up being deeper than that. But here's the thing.
Okay.
So what I want to do, I think, is build frontage on water. I think I want to build the front of
Okay.
the building. One of the so the area I've claimed on the server has like this inlet, and I kind of
Mm-hmm.
think what I want to do is I want to just block the inlet with this building so that I don't have to dig out a mountain and then build like a
Yes.
boardwalk. So rather than like trying to terraform it to make it look like I didn't build it over an inlet, build like a boardwalk out in front of it that's as wide as the Sunset Strip. So then we need to figure out how wide is Sunset Strip. So let's figure that out. We can solve that now.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunset Strip, Los Angeles. It is a stretch of Sunset Boulevard that passes through the city of West Hollywood. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you see the tip from algorithm that came in?
Yes, that was the 11 that we rotated.
Okay, very good. Just making sure. I'm
So
focused on your signs.
this won't be a dam. because it's going to be like more like a pier or a boardwalk out in front of it. Let's open Google Earth so we can just measure it. Earth.google.com.
Okay.
And we're going to find Sunset Boulevard near Marmot Lane. Okay. So
yeah, I also have a good
Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. Okay. So, oh gosh.
What's wrong?
Google Earth does not. Okay, let me switch to map view. Because I can't find the names of the cross streets here, which I need if I'm trying to find. Okay, so Sunset Boulevard. And we're trying to find it between Marmont, from Phyllis to Marmont. So presumably this is it here.
A couple of suggestions I'm seeing are a functional carousel with pigs and boats, a drawbridge.
Well, a drawbridge doesn't make sense if we're building across the entire inlet, right?
Of course, yeah.
Well, no, so the thing is, though, it's not a river. It's more like a bay, right?
Yeah.
We're doing, we're backfilling an inlet is what I'm looking at. Okay, let's just use the ruler tool here and figure out roughly how wide this street is.
Okay.
From here to here is 100 feet. Okay. So that'd be 30 meters, 30-meter wide boardwalk. That's wider than we need. Probably.
When you're done, I trouble you for a wooden sword.
Why? Are there monsters?
No, but just in case. I don't, okay, that too. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cool. It shows you holding the mat, the thing. I don't know the word for it.
The backpack?
Yeah. The screen. It's like you're holding the screen. That's really cool.
Howdy, Charles Pumasway.
Hello.
So, Playdrew says, what kind of theme are you going for this season? I'm not picking a season-long theme. I'm picking something for the first few months, and I'm going to see where it goes from there. I've been committed to season-long themes for the last 3 seasons. I'm taking a break. MJ Alpaca gets it. MJ writes, Joe's building over water with a boardwalk, so he doesn't even have to pretend to terraform this season. Yeah. So basically, I'm trying to find a comparable inlet. You know what? I'll just use the map, so I don't have to fly away.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere.
So like a comparable. So imagine that we're putting the. Let me see if I can find one that's oriented the right way.
Oh, that is so neat.
Yeah. Okay, so you see this inlet, guys? Imagine that we're going to build a boardwalk from these, like, across here, right? We would build a boardwalk across here, and then we would put the building in there. So we don't need a drawbridge or anything so boats can go behind it because there's going to be just a building that I'm just putting on top of the water here.
It's like water's cul-de-sac.
Yeah, it's a water cul-de-sac. Exactly. We're not on Hermitcraft right now. We're doing planning on the...
Yeah, I let them know.
Okay. So,
yeah.
Now, okay.
Atlantic City I have been to, Kindless. Multiple times.
So, we need to find the corner or the location of the building. And then we need to start boardwalk. Start rough boardwalk.
Okay.
And now, so let's talk about boardwalk features. One of the things I was thinking is we could, this isn't really technically a boardwalk because it's not, it doesn't have a beach in front of it in the traditional sense. This is more of a pier, right? And so one thing I was thinking was docks off the pier. So let me visually represent that using Minecraft blocks, okay?
I'm just watching you use the menu. It's really neat. I can't get over that.
So, here, let's pretend that this is our inlet here, right? So let's say that our boardwalk goes across here, like so. I could probably use fill commands. It's fine.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that?
Core concept. So boardwalk goes here, front of building goes here, back of building goes deeper in the water, right? So I feel like this needs to be maybe not 30 meters wide like Sunset Strip, but reasonably wide. I feel like it should be... It should feel like it's at least as wide as a road. If this is going to be like continuing roads that we connect with other people possibly, or possibly need room to add a rail line or something. I think
absolutely,
in terms of depth, we are going to want to be at least... let's see, how deep would we want to be here?
Well,
Kindlist recommends 19 wide. 19 might be too wide. So 7...
That's too wide. Depends if you want to...
Let's try 11?
If you want to put things on either side, you know, like...
Well, that's the thing is I do kind of want to put stalls in. And if we're going to have stalls, then we need at least 4-5 meters deep for each stall. And then we still need at least 7 meters for walkways and stuff.
So that would be about 17 wide. So 19 wasn't that far off.
Yeah.
And I'm cracking up because Manatee's in the other room and he's like, crappy t-shirts and overpriced snacks?
Yes, please.
Sounds about right. That's accurate.
Okay, so...
Hi, honey.
So we have a rough setup here. Kindle says for parade floats, 19 meters is ideal. Yeah, but...
Also sounds about right.
Once again, this is... So what I'm thinking, though, is what I want to do is I want to also have... Oh, boy. Okay, so this is where it gets messy. The main one needs to be wide enough.
Yeah, I'm over here. Okay.
That we can have offshoots. Because I was thinking one of the big problems I've had in previous seasons, and Cleo and I have tried to solve this stuff a bunch of different ways. Like, a bunch of different ways. But one of the problems that we always run into is we have surplus materials that we want to give to other hermits for free, and we don't know how to do it. We tried building an HHH building. We tried a bunch of stuff, right?
Yes, so, I remember all that. Yeah.
One of the things I was thinking, and I don't have a joke for this yet.
Okay.
But there's not a pun. You would think this is the sort of idea that would start with a pun. Like, oh, I came with the pun, and then I worked backwards to get this idea. But, like, for example, I know that I need a ton of amethysts this season. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I need a ton of calcite this season. But as a result, I'm going to end up finding a ton of amethyst. Because calcite and amethyst go hand in hand, right? There are certain things that just,
Mhm.
like, if you're looking for one, you're going to end up with a bunch of the other. Or at least with opportunities to
Pretty
get the
much.
other, right? So here's
Mhm.
what I was thinking was...
Mhm.
Dang it. Let me put some stuff in my inventory here. This stuff
Mhm.
moved around. Let's grab a barrel. Something like... something like this with
Mhm.
a chest boat.
Like this one over here.
And then we fill the chest boat with the amethyst. And so we just have a bunch of amethyst in the boat and maybe in the barrels, as well as like some of the block. So like, let's say I
Mhm.
ended up with a bunch of tough as well. Okay, I'm realizing for this to
Mhm.
work well, what I probably should do is I should build the boardwalk one block up anyway, so it's slightly above the
Mhm.
water. That'll look better regardless.
Yes.
But and then like, so it might be over here. So how if this is going to be like 4 wide here, and we have a bunch of
Mhm.
tough,
Mhm.
and some more
I like it. I like it.
barrels. So yeah, okay, so this definitely has to be
Mhm.
built higher is the core concept,
Yeah, it definitely should.
but yeah, boat with chest, and then we put more tough in the chest boat.
Mhm. Oh, okay. And this goes all the way. This goes all the way down. Okay. Okay.
And so then whenever I've got
Mhm.
surplus materials, people can just go to the pier and they
Yeah,
can
I like
fly
it.
over it and they can see instantly, like,
Mhm.
how much stuff there is. If you use minecart chests, you can just stack minecarts on a single rail so long as there are blocks boxing them in.
Mhm. And the cool thing
Playthrough says,
too.
I'd actually recommend building the whole thing 3 blocks over the water with drop downs to the sections of the boat areas to help add depth and separation between the boardwalk and the water. That's also a
Mhm.
good idea.
Yeah, that's
I might
definitely
I might
true.
not
There
do
is a little bit of
3
a drop.
blocks. I might not do 3 blocks, but 2 blocks. Because part of it, one thing to keep in mind is if we're meeting up, if the ends of our boardwalk are meeting up with roads that follow the terrain, then we've got to go up onto the boardwalks on either end if we're connecting. Which I don't know if we are connecting to a road system or not. This is one of those things that people talk about every season, and sometime we're gonna
Mhm.
do it, maybe not.
Mhm. If you do though, it won't look too badly because you definitely don't want the pier directly on the water. There does have to be some separation.
Yeah, having the pier
One, I'm
higher
looking at
up.
it one. Yeah. Yeah. I would say 2 from where this is. If this is right on the surface of the water, then I think maybe 1 or 2 up would be perfect. I think 2 would be best, as was suggested.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
3 was suggested. I'm
and then
thinking 2 maybe, but
yeah, and then, one suggestion that I have, which I've actually done before, I don't know if you would find it interesting, is, for the poles that are under the water, I find that basalt looks very much like weathered wood under the water.
uh
I like to use that when I make my decks underwater.
okay, real quick, peer-to-peer sharing
Mhm.
is
Just a
what
suggestion.
Sandralin suggests. Yeah. Well, that's part of the reason to leave it, to have the boats have the stuff in
Mhm.
them too, so that people could just like, oh, I actually need all of this. They could just take the whole boat and just sail away with it.
Mm.
Um,
Then you could even label the boats, "Come sail away with me."
Yeah. So basically, what I'm talking about is having a public-facing storage system for blocks that I don't need a ton of.
I like
That
that.
is external in the boats.
Oh,
Kindle says you're gonna need a shulker farm. You can't make boat shulkers. Well, I mean, you can. You can put a shulker in a boat, but you can't make chest boat shulkers. Okay. So, I think
okay.
what
There
I
we
want
go.
to do is, in some ways, getting the rough pier layout and starting to store surplus blocks that I'm going to have, like dirt, stone, amethyst, tuff, in a place where it's like, hey, if you guys need anything, come by and grab it. And then start building the facade of the building facing outward. That feels right.
Does it feel like it's a good starting point in your natural progression of this build?
I feel like it does because it solves the problem of getting a lot of stuff out of my storage before I figure out the layout of the prop room. Or where okay, so let's go back to this.
Okay, I'm
So
coming.
identify corner of building location, build frontage on water, start rough boardwalk, pier docks. So then we need rough room layout so that we can figure out where the prop room goes, because
Okay.
getting the storage system stuff in the right place at the beginning and not having to move it later is going to be a night. It's okay. So like by taking a ton of the stuff that would go in the storage system and already just storing it outside here for anybody to take, we're having our storage problem significantly.
And thus, you might not need as large of a storage area as you originally intend, because a lot of the stuff will be outside for people to just take whenever they want.
Exactly. And so,
Okay.
and we could even rig it up so that the storage system can, if we have filters that say this goes outside, it can load them into shulkers that would, that would get queued up for me to just carry outside. It couldn't necessarily put things in the boats out there, but that's a task that I could do and then check inventory and stuff as we go.
It's not a bad idea. Just
Okay.
as long as it's not creating too much work for you.
I
That's
don't think it
really good.
should. I would like to think Asuma is not going to run a command and delete all the chest boats because they're causing lag. But that is something that I'll need to get this roughed out and then send a screenshot to the hermits and say, please don't delete all the chest boats. Worst case, we could end up just mostly storing the stuff in these barrels alongside the boats. But I feel
It
like
might.
it'll look better. Okay, so
It might look better with the boats, but if they are a lag issue, then letting everyone know that they can use a chest boat to transport, but just not have I don't know, whatever causes the least amount of lag.
yeah, I feel like if it's there's probably gonna only be like 20 items or so that actually end up in this pier-based system. So let's see,
I see. Okay.
probably dirt, stone, cobble, grass
Yeah, making that
are
list
the
over there.
four
Good.
that I always have too much of. Tough, I'm gonna be digging around while I'm looking for other things I need. Amethyst is another one that I'm gonna be digging around while I get other stuff I need. Tough, amethyst, deep slate.
Oh, absolutely, especially if you're gonna be
Um,
going after a lot of that stuff. You'll end up with a bunch of that. Yeah.
yeah, so I've got 7 things I can think of. So these are the peer items.
Mm-hmm.
So this, I'm probably not go. I'm gonna be storing my own of things like metals,
Mm-hmm.
sand, gravel,
Mm-hmm.
calcite, dyes. We're not gonna be giving away dyes probably.
Probably not.
So yeah, the low tier peer.
Mm,
Peer 11 exports. Okay, that one's getting written down.
yes. I also like peer review. That's cute.
Okay. So, can you do a chest boat dispenser? I don't know. That doesn't help if I
Huh?
want to actually store the things in the boats. Is I guess the problem. Oh, I picked up the boat. I didn't know I could do
Oops.
that. Thanks, modded Minecraft.
Oops. Aren't you also in creative?
Yeah, but this is not a creative thing.
Oh. Okay, that's definitely new. Really taking the whole two hands in this league seriously. My gosh.
Yeah.
Do you know how to put it down?
No, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, apparently you can't place it in water if you pick it up.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Okay, so now I have picked it up and it's back on the pier. Okay. We're learning. So
Oh,
Lady
yeah,
Oolong says, given the pictures you were showing earlier, concrete. Concrete is stuff that's the sand, water, and dye. We're gonna need bones.
Yep.
We're gonna need bones for days. I'm gonna need to find a skeleton spawner.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
That might be one of your first priorities given how many you need and how
yeah.
slow a skelly spawner can be.
I mean, the thing is with those, though, I think you just kind of have to look for them. Like,
yep.
Kendall says, or make a bone meal farm. Yeah, that's a possibility.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
The problem
Yeah.
is that I don't have a building. A skeleton farm is underground in a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a cave.
But it's the whole finding it though that's a pain in the butt.
No. But what I'm saying is, I don't have a vision for what a bone meal farm on a boardwalk looks like, right? Like, how do I integrate a bone meal farm would take up a lot of space in the theater, so I don't want to use the square footage in the theater because we want that for stages and cool stuff. Like, so I'm not saying I won't make a bone meal farm. I'm saying we need to figure out where does it go? How does it fit? Does that so here's one of the other things I was thinking about is connected to this pier having a dock for larger ships where maybe we have that bone meal farm on a boat of some kind. But what kind of boat? What kind of boat looks good with a bone meal farm on it? Oh.
Not sure. Hi Mosul. What's needed to build a bone meal farm? Because I've actually never built one before. And if I have, it's been a long time ago.
I don't know, like 10 pistons, 10 redstone, couple repeaters.
Oh, I mean
hoppers.
the actual items that make the bone meal.
That's literally what I'm listing. You need dispensers, you need bone meal, you need moss, you need cobble
Okay.
generator, I think.
Go. Moss, slime, pistons, redstone, lava, water. Got it. Hi, Cam.
Howdy, Cam. Yeah, I'm on my Patreon modded server right now because there's
Cobblestone, generator, and moss.
put in shipping containers. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Metator9 says, is there any reason you can't just build under the theater other than being on water is annoying? I mean, that's a pretty good reason to be.
okay.
Yeah. So core concept, we're going to be starting off the season on an inlet with a boardwalk kind of pier going across, but with lower stuff for little boats and then maybe slightly higher offloading for larger boats.
Someone suggests hiding it in a cruise ship kind of thing, because a lot of time these piers have cruises that leave from there.
Cruise ship would be as long as it would be longer than the facade of the building.
And probably just as big as the Ever Given.
Yeah, well, not that big. I mean, the Ever Given is like twice as big as the Starship Enterprise. The Ever Given.
I was referring to the one that you built.
Oh, yeah. But core concept, a cruise ship would be out of proportion to the rest of the build. It would be taller than the building and wider. A cruise style boat, but smaller with bone blocks. Well, we could just make a different boat that's not a cruise ship. What about a farmer-based bone meal farm using composters? I wouldn't rule it out, but I mean, here's the thing, is I don't want to overthink this bone meal problem because, once again, I need a ton of calcite. So I'm going to be digging around for a bunch of amethysts, and if I run into skeleton spawners in the way, then we've already solved this problem with just, oh, I could AFK there. And
absolutely, yeah.
so
you find the right geodes.
So I don't want to get in the weeds here.
No.
But yeah, if I can find a skeleton spawner near an amethyst where I've got gems growing at the same time the skeletons are spawning, yeah.
Yeah. Good luck finding a geode with that.
Is there room for a houseboat community? That is too large. The inlet is going to be about 100, 200 meters at most. Probably. So core concept, we're going to build the main pier. Although I'm realizing traditionally you would have the entire docks be one level so you could use wagons and hand trucks and stuff to deliver things. So the idea of separating these out is going to make it feel significantly less authentic in certain ways. Although, am I going to deplete the whole server of calcite? I need a lot of calcite for this build. I need, let's see, so the building is about 128 wide. So that's 2 stacks for every meter tall.
Yep.
And I really wish I had my notebook here. Oh, is it in this bag? I do have my notebook here. Okay. So, as you can see from this diagram that I'm holding up here, 135 wide. And 6 plus 8 plus 5, so that's 19 plus 1, 20, 24. It's about 24 tall. So we need, like, let's say 50 stacks of calcite.
That is no small feat.
So what we might end up doing is texturing that with diorite and we might texture that with diorite and concrete. Mailman Dave says the right mountain can have dozens of stacks. Kindle says some mountains could even get you 4 shulkers. Or 2 shulkers. Okay. So, and we need about 2 shulkers worth. So, yeah.
Not bad.
So, core concept, though, we don't need all that calcite when we're getting started on this. We just need some of the blocks to start getting the frontage in. Random Method says some docks could be 2 levels where one's static and the second is floating with the tide. That's true. Daddy Bird says Stony Peaks is the way to go. Okay, fair enough.
It sounds like a British TV show.
Floating with the tide? Prismatic Hued says a restaurant or food truck on the docks could be a different idea to the boats. Yeah, I do want to have stalls and stuff. But because that would also be like my food storage, is if I could automate certain types of food making and then just have stalls down the way. Boathouses like in marinas. No, this isn't that kind of pier.
Night, Juliet.
Have a good night, Juliet. Lay your head down and dream. Okay. So basically what we've been talking about is how we are going to structure material storage so it doesn't become overwhelming before I build the storage system. And so that other hermits can come and get what they need as they need it. Without a huge hassle. Okay. So I feel like we are... So having the pier here, and then let's grab some calcite. So... yeah. And then you'd have, the building with it. Yeah, it just,
Yep, I'm watching from the other side.
So the other thing is the building's facade is not universally the same depth. So this is just, these are not the exact proportions we're going with or anything. But
it's good to have a rough concept, though.
Yeah. So, and at the different depths, there are also different heights. Yeah, intangible matter, peer-to-peer has been suggested, and yeah, I do like peer-to-peer block sharing. So, okay. So then this would come back out here. Once again, these are not the exact proportions. But, like... Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I like it.
And then this part would keep going up significantly higher. Okay. Another...
Peer pressure.
Yeah, I'm realizing texturing this with diorite and white concrete is going to be necessary, because otherwise this is just too... Even with the depth changes and the height changes, that's a lot of one block.
Yep.
So that's fine, though. That's just going to save me some calcite.
Yeah. You can hold on to it for something else.
So,
but yeah, that...
yeah.
Mm.
And so... let's see. Pale oak. One, two, three, four. So we come out here. So we got like a marquee here.
Mm-hmm. It took me a second to figure out if the thunder was coming from the game or outside, because it's been raining here a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. No, you're fine. I don't mind. I haven't been struck yet.
So we've got a marquee that's going to come out here. Probably actually not this much.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to... The marquee needs to be about 45 wide. 45 is 22 plus 22 plus 1 if we want to have it peak.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, 22 divides out to roughly 3 sevens. So this actually needs to be out like 5, 6, 7. Okay, so just to give you, once again, the scale, a sense of scale of this building, we are not done.
No. We're looking at a skeleton being fleshed out.
Yeah, so the marquee just in the front of the lobby entrance here is going to be...
So this will also be a larger building, but not...
So we can have banners on the marquee. I mean, this is pretty super large. This is... And then it's going to be another 16, 32 maybe that way.
But...
So another 48 blocks that way.
Yeah, but it's not as large as some of the stuff you just built last couple of months ago, so...
Maybe stripped pale oak logs, not as busy, recommends prismatic hued. Hey, that's...
that's a good shout.
Or I think you're right.
The pale oak, I think, is going to be better. You're able to grab some of that. Let's see how
the reason I like the mark.
The
reason I like this is because it reminds me of like the way that the letters would be on a marquee. Yeah, that might be better.
Let me take a look.
But yeah, so if we put banners with
yeah. So then in that case,
so we would put banners with letters on here saying like, you know, tonight only, B00 100, right? And this way, we have room to put big stuff. What's the vibe or style of theater, says Riothallium? Art Deco television theater like Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. The Addison Theater from Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. Also, if Riothallium wasn't aware, we're doing rotational tips. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. If anybody wants to show Riothallium how the tips work, you can rotate the camera 1 degree angular for every dollar that rolls in. Yeah, the strip pail isn't quite as warm as the planks.
It's also not as textured.
Yeah.
Depends on
Pale
the
oak
kind of
shelves
texture.
with banners, suggests Mantygag. That's a great suggestion. We're not actually in the new version of Minecraft, so we don't have that in this creative world. But yeah, I think you guys are right. Pale oak shelves, creative, or Mantygag and Cybercrow Live both suggested pale oak shelves. Those are, yeah, that's smart. We're gonna need a lot of pale oak for that.
Yeah, you will.
But yeah, so I'm just trying to give you guys, though, a sense of how large the facade is going to be here.
It's going to be big.
Yeah, this is a large build. This is going to be this is going to be my first 3 months of the season, not the entire season. But this is going to be to set me up for success. This is a launch pad for the rest of the season.
Okay. So
is diorite just different in this mod pack? That's
unknown.
Not super helpful. Yeah, it just looks different. Okay, great.
Oh, can you I don't want to mess up the sound. Can you show me what it looks like, cuz I have no idea. This is my first. Oh, that's diorite?
Yeah, that's diorite in this mod pack. Okay. I noticed
it looks like
looked different.
cobblestone.
I know. It's fine.
Okay, sure. Why not?
But yeah, it makes it hard to like block palette plan stuff.
Yeah, if you use pale oak, though, you might want to mixing up the walls here with different blocks will definitely help, because the pale oak and this look very similar.
Well, right now we don't have any of the Art Deco detail fixtures in either.
Oh, of course.
This is just like trying to give people a sense of the scale and size of what we're doing.
Yeah, I understand.
So
just letting you know.
So, but this back here, though, is... Let me get white concrete, maybe.
Lady Oolong says, cut diorite looks closer to vanilla in this mod pack.
I've already moved on. Thank you. I appreciate it, but at a certain point, like, I made the decision to do this here instead of on a creative server with the right version of Minecraft. And I'm just going to lean into that. I'm just going to keep going. Okay.
This is your difference.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. So.
Okay.
So coming back here, though. So. We're going to have some depth here. Which I'm trying to get to once I get rid of this tree. Sorry, tree, you're dead to me.
I would help, but you're much faster. Yeah.
No, it's fine, yeah.
It's okay. I'll just stand here and look pretty. It's fine.
Excellent. You're not actually on camera, but I'm glad you're doing what you're best at. So, okay. Here we go. So we are going to take...
Oh, geez, okay.
So we need a 2-block gap initially.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something like a 2-block gap, then a 2-block gap, or 2-block gap, and then 3-block gap. Okay, so this is one of our Art Deco pieces. We're going to put in something here. I'm not sure if it's Blackstone or what, but it might be polished Blackstone brick wall. Let's try that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to start here. And, okay, so we're going to have... Somebody said something about a building wand. What is that? And do I want one? Okay, the blades only go up 6.
I've only used it once for block rotation, but apparently it's very, very helpful.
Building wand. Okay. Diamond wand, construction core.
I'm sure Kindless will say something in a minute.
Search in items. I found a few wands. Wandering winemaker spawn egg. That's probably it.
Mm.
Okay, so we got grapes, other grapes, grape seeds. Dolls is my name confirms that's definitely it. That was what we were looking for. So that should speed everything up. Maybe just add a few more wandering winemakers. I mean...
So while you're doing that, let's take a few and talk about I'm assuming that your first maybe week or so of streams will be the actual gathering of all the materials to start this particular build, or are you going to focus on getting items for the pier that you want to do first?
Well, so the pier is intended to be surplus items, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we're not going to be going out of our way to get amethyst. We're going to be incidentally getting amethyst while getting calcite, right? Is what I'm imagining. So, so yeah, the stuff, I feel like trying to get basically going through these steps here of, okay, find the corner of the building, start working on the pier. We'll just naturally be like, okay, let's go chop down and replant a bunch of trees. Okay, while those trees regrow, let's try and lay out where the storage room is going to be. You know, that sort of thing. So, okay, we're going to try this diamond wand. Will this let us build, like, in a diagonal from there? Oh. Oh, I get it now. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Next problem. Okay. That's pretty nice. I like it. Thank you.
Yeah, looks good.
Oh, wait. Can we use the diamond wand? Oh, that'll extrude the whole thing out there. We put this here, though. Will that learn to go that way? No. We need to come across here like so once. And then... Okay.
What was that? That zombie's having a very bad day.
People are saying shift scroll would have made it just horizontal with the building wand. Well, we're 98% over to here, so let's just do that. Okay. So that is gonna go up. So we got these blades coming out like this here. And then that's gonna go up another 5. So that's 3. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so then we're gonna skip 1, 2, 3. And we're going to shift scroll with the diamond wand up and down. Build a column. Well,
Is
I
it
don't
working?
think it's. You know, it's.
There
It's
you
not that
go.
many blocks.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. So something like this. So talking about like Art Deco decor on the front, we'd have these like blades that sweep out of the front of the building over
Yeah, I
the
like
marquee. We're gonna have a lot of other insets and texture and stuff in here as well, but this is just the rough concept. 1, 2, 3. Winemaker, you got to get out of the way. Our whiny trader. Okay. So we. Oh, this is. Whoa. If I was better at Axiom, this would probably. We're probably doing this way less efficiently than we need to, but okay.
You know what? You need a concept, though.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4.
I love how the winemaker is just kind of staring, wondering what's going on. It's kind
He's
of
like,
hilarious.
Are you going to sell wine in this theater? It's not open yet. What's going on? Why am I here? Okay, so we're supposed to have 9 blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4,
You have
5,
8.
6, 7, 8. And we are not... Okay, so I'm going to have to tweak my math for the marquee. That's fine. This is just a rough concept. It's fine. We just
that actually looks balanced. You're good.
Well, no, I mean the marquee. So the wall is supposed to keep going past the tree to over here at this end of the marquee here.
Ah, got it. Okay.
So we just make the marquee a slightly, instead of having 7, we have 6 or something, right? I can tweak that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a tip rolling
okay.
in. Let's see who it's from. It's from Aaron S. Furriera. Thank you, Aaron Furriera, for tipping 5. We're gonna rotate the camera 5 degrees angular now. After we get that on the abacus. And so here we go. It's time to rotate that Joe. La da da da. Okay, so core concept. I feel like building this out into here. We can already see that the pier has to be wider than 9 if we're going to have the marquee overhang roof for the lobby entrance go out 4 blocks, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So we're definitely going to have to... I have an Axiom license, I just don't have it set up. Okay. Okay, so real quick, we are at almost the 90-minute mark. Let's take a hydration break. NJ, do you want to field questions or do you need to take a break too?
I love fielding questions. Okay. Come at me.
Excellent. So I'm going to mute myself. NJ, you're in control. You have the helm. BRB.
Yay! You're all mine. Mine. All right. Talk to me. What do you want to know? It is. It's me, Sam. Hi. How's it going? Ask me questions. Pretend I am a steak. Leave me well done. You found the marquee. No need to send Janeway and Voyager. Yes, I was waiting for someone to make a Voyager joke. I welcome our new evil overlord. I'm not evil. I'm just caffeinated. What's my favorite coffee? I really like a D&D inspired coffee called Many Worlds Tavern. I am not a hermit crafter. Shush, scent, but I appreciate it. I'm okay. My back's a little squirrely, and I am, I'm officially technically unemployed as of today. Like Joe's, obviously, this thing I do with him is helping, but yeah, I got laid off a few months ago, and now I'm looking for work, and it's fine. I'll be fine. And I'm in the middle of working on a paper on adultism and age discrimination. It's my fourth in a series. Feelings about matcha. I haven't really tried it. Favorite Star Trek series: Deep Space Nine. No, wait, no. Next Gen. Next Gen. Next Gen. It's fine. My paper is interesting. I have learned a lot, and it's all things that I've experienced. Not all of it I've experienced firsthand, but some of it I have. So that's what inspired me to do this series for my graduate class. This is my second grad class in my degree. I'm hoping to finish. Um, Not sure how that's going to go just yet, but it seems like I'm doing well. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate that. It, absolutely. And I almost want to tie them. And I've seen all of it except really a lot of the classic series, although I have seen some. Favorite character in Next Gen? Probably. Oh gosh. When I first watched it, I think it might have been Data because I love the journey that he was on. But after all these years, I have to say it's Wesley because Wesley got a bad break until Picard. What degree am I working on? I am working on a master's of English with a concentration in professional writing. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I liked both. I liked DS9 and I liked Next Gen. I liked them both for different reasons. Voyager was hit or miss for me, mostly miss. Thoughts about the Picard show? I didn't finish the last 2 episodes. I forget why, but I liked it. I thought its strongest season was season 1. Season 2 was kind of okay. Season 3 was kind of where it was starting to get long in the tooth. So I'm glad that it ended. But yeah, I love John Delancey. So seeing him in there at some point made me very happy. I love Q. I think Q is probably my favorite character. Come to think of it, Worf's parenting skills stay solid. That is very true, Kindless. What is my favorite book to read over and over again? Um, as I've been an editor for the majority of my working career, reading is now a little bit harder, especially since I'm I'm neurospicy. I've got ADHD like you wouldn't believe. One of my all-time favorite books to read? Jeez. I don't know. I've got a bunch.
Howdy, NJ. I have returned.
Hi. Welcome back. I
Well,
have to
thank you.
finish reading Cultish. I haven't finished
Cultish
that yet.
is really good by
Yeah, I'm gonna reread it from the beginning.
yeah.
Also, I think this drowned is this. I think this drowned realized that I wasn't going to accept its advances and just walked away.
Yeah, they do that if you don't go out, too close. Okay,
Yeah. Where were we?
where were we? Okay.
Yes.
So let's maybe real quick just do some math over here. So we're going to take 2 blocks off that. If we bring this down to 6.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Gusty.
Now the 5th one is then here.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's centered. Okay. So we'll do
Yeah, that's better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
I massively did the math wrong on this. So how? What was I even doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you know what? I just somehow crazy overcounted on this. I don't know what I was.
You are talking to someone who...
Did I do an
when
extra segment for no reason?
It happens. You're talking to someone who miscalculated a build by 1/3 the size and didn't realize it until the first layer was built. You're fine and valid.
Okay. But yeah, core concept, we now have
hmm.
our marquee kind of coming together the way it's intended. Kiddalysis, what are your goals for your first 5 episodes? That I don't really have. That's kind of what I'm trying to... Because the big thing is the first few episodes, you got to be willing to kind of go with the flow. And so what I'm working on here is kind of like, what am I doing between the stuff that shows up in the first 5 episodes, right? So, like, what is my... I'm trying to figure out what does my first few weeks look like, not what does my first 5 episodes look like. So, okay.
Chen.
Nymph says you need a license for Axiom. For commercial work, yeah. I use Minecraft commercially. So in my case, yes. Okay. But core concept. We've got a pretty solid, rough idea here of what we're doing with the building and with the pier. So other stuff that we have written down that we haven't gotten to
a whole bunch of... Yeah, you have a whole bunch over here. Let's take another look.
So the Art Deco TV Theater pier. The only thing we haven't gotten to is campsite. I wanted to talk about this because I was thinking, if the goal of the season is to have at the end of it, or not the end of the season, if the goal of the project is at the end of it to have like a usable theater for shows, the way that B-Dubs' courtroom was usable for courtroom drama, then what is the precursor to that? What is the thing that we can have set up before then that does roughly the same thing? And I think I should have like a campfire or campsite with some logs sideways and some campfires and like a little bonfire, and just have a place that people can come tell stories or hang out near my kind of construction site area. Like, like basically instead of having a starter home, have a starter campsite.
I like it.
If that makes any sense. I'm not sure exactly how it would go, but I feel like basic stuff that you would want at a campsite. Let's maybe move the campsite signs over here.
All right, I'm going to come back over there then. Well, you definitely want the campfire.
Yeah, campsite. So we want campfire. We want bedrolls. We want logs to sit on. Maybe tents. Armor stand. Armor stand cooking. Maybe let's have a separate thing. Armor stands. For cooking coffee, question mark?
Of course.
What about a beer? You know, I just came back down from the kitchen and I did not get a beer. But if you want to bring me one, campsite could turn into a set later. Well, that's kind of the thing, is like building the campsite as a set now, but like not an on-stage set, you know?
Amberwood says
food in a bear bag. Yeah, okay, I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Food goes in bear bag.
Oh wait, do you have bundles? Will you have bundles?
I probably had to get some leather, but
No, no, no. Well, no, not now. I mean, on the server, you'll have them, right? Because you could use those as a bear bag.
Yeah, with armor stands. Kindlelist says you could make a whole quarry like they did with Doctor Who and use that to film things. You can make a starter campsite. Or hermits can show up with RVs. I was imagining this would be smaller. Like, okay.
I could see bringing back Run Bob for that though. Not gonna lie.
Like, I wasn't imagining this as an RV campsite. I was imagining more as a, let me see here. Campfire.
Okay.
Logs. Um,
Oops, sorry. Press the wrong button.
something kind of like
Mm-hmm.
this. And then with like logs kind of around it
Mm-hmm.
for people to sit on.
And an outhouse. Someone suggests an outhouse.
Well, campsites don't.
They don't usually have that.
They don't usually, like, a house has an outhouse.
Yes.
If you have a house that doesn't have plumbing, you would have an outhouse. If you have a campsite, you have wilderness.
Someone also said a yurt. Not a bad suggestion. A lot of campsites have yurts. Or lean-tos.
Yeah. I didn't realize how much space I was going to need to clear over here. But, like, something with, maybe not, like, full amphitheater seating, but, you know, kind of along those lines. But just, like, something kind of like this. Maybe closer than that, but, like, something that gives people room to move in front of the crowd here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is a really nice bonfire.
Yeah, that was just the rough concept I had.
I like it. And
maybe get some time set day.
You can also do cooking on them too, which is good.
Yeah, but that's gonna pop off, like, isn't it?
To be honest, I don't know offhand.
I'm pretty sure
it might.
Will.
An armor stand roasting marshmallows, yeah.
Yeah, armor stands versus putting stuff on the campfire, I think is the way to do it.
Yeah. Like roasting marshmallows and stuff like that as suggested. Yeah, this is a good solid bonfire. Okay.
Somebody said, well, should this be more like barrel fires, like look more urban, because the rest of your build is kind of more urban? Well, the thing is that when we get the build done, it'll be kind of like the Sydney Opera House, where it's like built out into the bay, right? You know, it's on the water. So technically that is urban-ish, but like I don't have plans for additional buildings. I'm going to have like probably a mine entrance and maybe this campfire area. And then this will be here. And then I'm going to kind of play it by ear from there. So I'm not designing all of Los Angeles. I'm building a concept that will last me the whole season, but not Los Angeles. Yeah, rotisserie with food would look good on
Yeah. Like a spit.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too, is like there's also a difference between like a storytelling campfire, which like if more of a bonfire, like people come out and dance around and hang out and tell stories, versus a cooking fire. So this is not a cooking fire at this point. This is like big fire.
This is that's a marshmallow roasting fire.
Yeah.
And a storytelling one.
Yeah. Shovel and paper and frame. Okay. Gotcha. So I feel like, okay, sorry, I'm just trying to mentally. So the core concept, I feel like this works. This complements the stage feel.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And so, like, if we basically build this off to the side over here, let's say I've got like a mine entrance or whatever.
I'm coming. Let me see.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, roughly, like, I don't. It would probably make sense in the long term to build the mine into the footprint of the building, but I don't really want to build a mine where the first 20 meters is through water in a bay inlet or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, when I'm first starting the game, I'm not going to want to deal with underwater construction at that scale. It's...
Oh, heck no. No, not that early game. Heck no.
But yeah, so what I'm imagining is we figure out roughly where we want the corner of the building to be. And we start going back from there, like with some sort of rough footprint.
Okay.
And then away from that, we set up, okay, we're going to create our little camp here. And then, yeah. I feel like this is a solid basis for the first... Okay, so I feel like we've got a solid basis for the first few months of the season in terms of overarching project here. We have a way for my season to involve other hermits and encourage them to come visit by having, you know, materials available where they can also see the progress of the build. From here, I should be able, like, out the front door of the theater here, I should be able to see Cleo's area. I don't know if it will be in loaded chunks or if I'll have to update it with flyover for Bobby Mod, but the view from this pier will include Cleo's area. I thought it was going to include some other people's areas too, but they've relocated. As last time I looked at the map, it looks like... so I feel I don't want my viewers to be disappointed.
Of course not.
I know a lot of people are like, Joe, I really want you to pick a plot that's closer to the center of the season this season. And I did. And then one hermit, I can tell you about this after some things are public. But one hermit was like basically out this way from me and north. And a few other people's concepts involved working with them. And that hermit found a better plot elsewhere. And so a kind of like a cluster of people all up and moved, not including Cub and Jevin, who moved for other reasons. And so it's like I was going to be in the middle of like 7 people. I'm still near like 3 or 4, but I had something really central, but now I am currently going to be the easternmost build on this part of if we connect this, which I don't know if we're going to. So yeah.
I see.
That, but
Wow, okay.
the thing is, though, I had already, like, okay, I'm across from Cleo. I've got this inlet chosen where I can put all this stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, I've still got
Oof.
several neighbors, but I'm not in the heart of the action because kind of the center of gravity of the server changed when one big project got relocated and people who were going to help with that project relocated as well. So
Yeah. Happens when, you think you found a good spot and there you go.
Kindleist, that is absolutely not where I am.
Mm.
Kindleist has posted a guest in the Discord that is wildly incorrect.
Mm-hmm. Someone, I see a comment about the campsite saying it's going to be the campiest camp.
Certain Lee says move with
like
them. Well, but I'm not involved in their thing, and then I wouldn't be near Cleo anymore. And I haven't been based near Cleo for a while, and I miss that. So yeah. Because then how would Cleo feel if Cleo was the only, instead of there just being a few of us out here, if everybody left but Cleo? That would be no good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, it wouldn't. Yeah, that wouldn't be okay.
Plus,
Someone's got to keep them
this is
company.
where I wanted to build, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I got a plot that I think works with my concept pretty well, and gets me close to some other things later in the season that don't impact my beginning of the season, but will impact my end of the season, I think. So I'm setting myself up for success. Yeah.
Absolutely, you are.
Okay.
So I do have a quest.
Yeah.
You want this to be your first build. Are you going to do something
This is my first arc of the season, I guess is what I'm looking at. Right? This is my first, and so I have a few ideas for things that might be a good second or third arc, but I'm not going to commit to any of them because, for one thing, this might take longer than I think. For another, I'm expecting to learn things from this, and there's going to be stuff going on in the season. There's so last season, I did not factor in time for helping with the TCG or shopping district stuff. And there's a few community projects that I might be committing a lot of time to. Yeah. At around when this would be done. So I'm kind of just I'm leaving it open, basically.
Yeah, and neither of us had any of that stuff on the radar last season. It's definitely on my radar for you for this coming season, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're thinking about that as well. My question originally was, have you thought of concepts if you wanted to build a starter house and just kind of give yourself just a starting, obviously a starting point?
I thought about that, and what it comes down to is house is the wrong word. I like campsite. Maybe I have a starter tent. If the pier comes along, maybe I have a starter boat.
I think those are more your speed anyway. I think a starter campsite would be perfect.
I'm probably going to have a mine entrance that'll end up full of stuff anyway, but I don't want to I don't want that to be my house. But just realistically, every season I end up with a crazy mine entrance that has, well, of course you have to have a bed there because what if it's dark when you come back up? And then it's just like, well, and now I live here. Now I live here. So
I like the campsite idea because if other hermits wanted to, they could have a starter campsite with you.
If somebody wanted to build a tent over here, they could.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna. The thing is, I'm not super close. Like, so, like I said, I could see Cleo's stuff across the water. My next
Okay.
neighbor over is gonna be building at a higher elevation than I am. They've got kind of like a plateau or
Ah,
something. So they're not gonna want to
I
go
see.
up and down to the campsite all the time either. I think the
I see.
campsite
Okay.
would probably primarily I might build a few tents just for decoration,
I
but
see. I understand.
yeah. Um
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay,
but like
okay, okay.
yeah, I'm not building this at World Spawn. I'm building this at my construction site.
Okay,
Um
I gotcha.
Amberwood says, I considered mentioning a houseboat, but wasn't sure. So I have now, even if it's more storage than houseboat for early material. Yeah, I mean, I'm. The nice thing about building the houseboat early on is it introduces the pier concept earlier. The nice thing about building the
Mhm.
campsite is it sets up the stage and the theater. And so there's strengths to both. Honestly, I'll probably end up building both, and whichever I build first will be what makes sense at the time. Like what?
Either
Okay,
one of those would be a good first or second episode.
yeah, because if I'm like, oh, I don't have the planks to work on the pier, but a few logs I can throw together the campsite. Like, oh, I don't have wool though to make a tent or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
absolutely.
worry about it right now. But yeah, core
Nor should you.
concept. We have two solid setups here. Um,
Yeah.
Now, what we haven't talked about yet,
Yes.
is going into the second half of the season, or sorry, not second half of
Mhm.
the season, second half of the quarter with the launch of the
Okay.
season. We haven't talked about holidays, charity commitments, things like that.
Nope. No, we haven't.
Okay, so I need to get back to Love Tropics, I think. Let's do that right
And
now.
I don't have my phone, so I can't look at a calendar, and I
No, that's
don't wanna
fine. Where's
yeah. I don't wanna open
Kuju?
my browser more than I already have because it will
Uh,
probably work me.
okay.
But yeah, I know
Okay, so I just need to update Kojo about my airport schedule. Um
good
uh
night, Smokey.
so whatever day is best for you is works for Badger and I. Uh
Oddly enough, I doze all the time.
and with
We can go over any of your we can definitely go over any of your calendar stuff as well on Wednesday. Um, but
sorry, yeah,
the
I've
no,
had this in my
you're
head.
good.
I'm sorry, chat. I gotta write
You're okay.
Kojo an email.
So
Corey.
you so
Okay.
write your email and I'll keep chat entertained for while you do that because that is important because that event's gonna come up soon. So make sure you do that. Okay, any more questions while Joe takes care of that? I got you, chat.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, I was just letting Kojo
airport.
know that I'm available all 3 days of Love Tropics. So okay,
Very
so we got
nice.
Love Tropics. We need to follow up with
Okay.
Kojo now that I heard about the airport stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
is and that's usually in November. Not saying
well,
it is, but usually it's like November, December, right?
yeah, well, I think the dates for Love Tropics have been announced. It's
Okay.
so the thing is that Love Tropics was right at the beginning of my kids' a Thanksgiving break, so I was worried that I was going to have to go to the airport one of those days. We don't have a
Okay.
flight scheduled for those 3 days, so that worked out. So I got back to Kojo. Other charity stuff. Do you have any upcoming events that I need to have on my calendar?
No, and I still feel bad about not reminding you about this past Monday's event, last week's event.
No worries. I've been, I would have done what I could, but like
No,
we're all overwhelmed right now. It's fine.
we
Like,
definitely are all. That is the understatement of the month,
yeah,
and it's only the 3rd. No,
yeah.
no, I don't have any events. If anybody's interested, I know that you have,
I've got
you
TGD this
you have
weekend.
yes, and have so
Uh,
much fun there.
yeah, I'm
And
not gonna be able to make PAX this year.
yeah, I'll be at PAX Unplugged. I'm gonna be doing my 5th Learn and Play. I'm gonna be teaching everyone how to play Solar Gardens, which
Okay,
is a board game by Darrington Press. I'm
that's
very
fun.
excited about it. Um,
Um,
so if anybody's there, come say hi. You
okay,
can't miss me.
let's
But
talk about
mhm.
Christmas.
Yes. So yeah, Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay,
I'm assuming you're gonna
so
focus on Christmas.
well, let's talk about Christmas first because that's
Yeah.
we're running out of time and that's the bigger one where I got to get people locked in. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Let's do that now.
we're gonna have Mr. Hardluck in studio
Mm-hmm.
as Ghost
For
of
the
Christmas,
annual. Yep.
but
Yep.
in
Okay.
studio this time instead of calling in.
Oh yeah, he told me.
Yeah, him and Queen Darklead are gonna come down and stay with us while my
Yep.
kid is away for part of the Christmas
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, he
Um,
told me.
so we're gonna have Mr. Hardluck in studio as Ghost
That's
of
gonna be
Christmas
so
present. Um, so I'm gonna send Goran a message real quick. Goran,
fun. Go for it.
um, still, hey, howdy, Goran. Just starting preliminary planning for the Christmas Carol this year. It's so preliminary. I don't even have a calendar in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up a calendar before I make
Yeah,
a
go
fool of
for it.
myself
Go
with
for it.
Goran.
You're fine.
December. Okay, so the 25th is a Thursday.
Yes, it is.
So we usually do it's a 4 stay. It's 5 stays, but we usually do the 4th and 5th stave together.
Yes. So
We're tentatively looking at. I like to end it on Christmas Eve,
yeah,
but
so you'd start the 21st then.
so we'd be doing the 21st through the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
We're tentatively looking at reading Stave 1 the 21st of December, Stave 2 the 22nd, Stave 3 on the 23rd, and the final 2 staves on Christmas Eve. All at 8:30 p.m. Any particular characters you'd like to read this year? Oh wait, hold on. / time set day. Dat time set time set dough.
Thank you. No, it's usually at 8:30 p.m. Central, not Pacific. Close though.
Okay. So, hey, howdy, Goran and Kelly. I'm just starting preliminary planning for the Christmas Carol this year. We're tentatively looking at reading Stave 1 the 21st of November, Stave 2 the 22nd, Stave 3 the 23rd, and final 2 stays on Christmas Eve already. Read this year. or days you'd like to join us. The only roles taken already were that I was gonna be Scrooge and my house guest, Mr. Hardluck, was going to be house guest. I'm trying to figure out how to refer to Mr. Hardluck. My house guest wrestler sounds like he's gonna wrestle my house guests. My house guest, the wrestler.
Wrestling house guest.
Wrestling house guest. My house guest, comma, the wrestler, Mr. Hardluck, was going to be the ghost
There you go.
of Christmas present. My house guest for the holidays. I don't think Queen Dark Lady had wanted to read anything. Queen Dark Lady, if you're here, I should probably find that out.
Chat suggests just lean into it and call him your house guest wrestler.
Yeah, we're on one of my Patreon servers right now. You can only stream on Hermitcraft once Hermitcraft is, you know, a server that's public access. Or not public access, live. I don't know. Hermitcraft goes live November 8th. So keep an eye out for Hermitcraft videos and streams starting November 8th. I will not be able to stream November 8th because I have a prior commitment, but I will be streaming November 9th. Woo! Okay. So I'm just going to say I'm open to whatever. We're far enough out. Whoops. Central time. 8:30 p.m. Central. Time. Whatever you want to do, that would be the most fun. Whatever you think be the most fun for you. Just let me know sometime in the next week or so. Weeks, since I'd like to have this locked down by Thanksgiving. I'm going to try and actually be organized this year and be able to promote who our guests are and stuff.
Yay!
Yay! Okay.
Do the thing.
The thing. Okay. So I feel like that was it. Everything else we can kind of figure out as we go.
Mm-hmm.
But we had to get the Christmas stuff started now. We had to get the Love Tropic stuff locked down. We got the core concepts for the early builds.
Yep. It's coming together.
It's coming together. I feel good about this. I'm glad we broke this quarterly planning thing into two halves.
You and me both.
If I had tried to figure this stuff out for the new season at the beginning of the hiatus, it would not have been good.
It would have been a mess.
We would not have gotten as much together as we got today. And I'm feeling great about that. I'm that decision. Let's go ahead and do last call for tips. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. While we do that last call for tips, does anybody have any last minute questions for myself or NJ about planning through the end of the year? Basically, that's what we're trying to do here, is plan through the end of the year. If Lizzie Mack was here, Lizzie Mack would say, well, what about the New Year's stream?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Sometimes we do an Australian New Year's stream where I wake up on New Year's Eve at 8:30 in the morning and we say Happy New Year to like Japan and a few time zones in Australia and Korea. that's always fun, but I'm not sure if we're gonna have guests for New Year's. One of
Mm,
my friends always hosts a big New Year's party, and sometimes we have some of the guests for that party stay with us. Depending on who's staying with us, they might not wake up till noon anyway on New Year's Eve. So I could stream for 3 hours
true.
in the morning and be fine. Otherwise, maybe not. So we're gonna kind
Mm,
of see what makes sense there.
that totally makes sense. You have a couple of questions.
Okay.
Is Badger planning to read any parts this year?
I believe Badger is hoping to read some parts, but
Okay.
in general, we kind of let like if Goran and Kelly wanted like they're kind of an acting duo. If they want to do stuff
Mm-hmm.
together, we're gonna give them, you know, precedence or whatever.
Of course,
Um,
makes sense.
so yeah, I'm hoping that Badger will read some parts this year, but we're not gonna. It's kind of like asking me which parts besides Scrooge are you gonna read. We'll kind of see
Mm-hmm.
what people. We'll see what's left, you know.
Of course.
Um, Especially because
When
Queen
is
Dark
yes,
Lady
go
and
ahead.
Mr. Hardluck are coming all the way from Ohio. So if Queen Dark Lady wants a part, we're not gonna say, "Oh, sorry, Badger got that." House
Of course.
Dibs, you know, that's not polite.
Of course.
So yeah,
Um,
we're not gonna announce Badger's parts until we announce everybody else's, probably.
yeah, you got to
Uh,
figure out one part at a time. When is 10 or word going offline?
that is a great question. We're gonna have to take it offline Thursday night, probably, because I've got Tennessee game days all day Friday.
Okay.
And
Um,
so that's yeah, let's put that announcement up.
yeah, so
Um
okay.
yeah.
So
Uh
while you're doing that,
10th or
yes.
word and Vanillish
Mm-hmm.
are going offline after my Thursday night stream concludes. Uh which is going to be approximately 10:30 p.m. US Central.
Okay. So then the season 11 server will probably go up.
I need to
Um,
set it up on Friday or I need to set up
okay.
Thursday night so that way Friday after I get back from Tennessee game days, I can basically just put them live or test them and make sure they're live ish. Yurgi might have me wait to bring I'm not sure if Yurgi wants me to wait to bring Vanillish up until she's off work or so they might not go live at exactly the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Mine will probably go live whenever the Hermitcraft videos go live, but I don't know when the Hermitcraft videos go live. But
They most
luck,
likely will be Saturday,
no.
right?
We know the date. We don't have a time for the embargo.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Every year, it's like, can we set a time for the embargo? No, people should just use their best judgment. And then some people are like, hey, I was thinking about this. And people will go, oh, no, that's way too early. And somebody else will be like, well, what about this? And then we'll get the actual embargo time after somebody says, cool, since we didn't have a time, I was just going to do 8 a.m. Eastern. What? No, that's 4 a.m. Pacific. You can't do that. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, good
So,
grief.
yeah,
Understood. Okay, so there's another question here. Are you planning to start a new book reading series on Saturday night?
we are definitely doing the Christmas Carol book
Mm-hmm.
reading. That is definitely happening.
Yeah.
We are working on that now. The book reading series is kind of optimized for seasons where I have a huge amount of grind, and I've tried to
Mm-hmm.
structure my builds and plans this season so that for this first arc of the season, there isn't an intense grind. That might change
Yeah.
with some of the community projects I want to help with that people are
Mm-hmm.
pitching, but I don't know which of those are going to happen, which of those are not. I don't know how much help. Like, remember when I did all the snow placement for Decked Out? If
Yep.
Tango needs help like that again, which he doesn't know yet what he needs from us, then
Mm-hmm.
that would be a great excuse for me to bring those back. But
Mm-hmm.
for the first few months of the season, I think instead of doing that, I'm going to maybe try and do some sort of side game stream with a lot of reading, like the way I was playing Hades or Final Fantasy, where I was doing a lot of voices. instead of just doing a straight novel reading every. So maybe instead of like
Yeah,
reading every Saturday night, we do a voice acting stream every Tuesday morning or something. That's not set in
I
stone.
like that. Yeah,
I just got to
that's a good
see.
idea.
I mean, maybe I get in here and I'm like, oh, actually, to build this pier, I need to do 8,000 blocks of logging or something. And then I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, well, I'll just pick a book at this point. But like,
yeah,
we're not going to commit to a book yet.
yeah. At this point, it's definitely too early. It's definitely too early for that. So, I def that's more than fine. It was suggested for oh, hold on, Lady Oolong's question: are season 10 finale episodes still coming out, or are they all
uh,
done?
I still need to edit them.
Okay.
So, yeah. Uh, question mark?
Okay.
My a lot of things have been thrown off here lately,
Mm-hmm.
schedule wise and commitment wise. So I used to do a lot of editing outside the home because working from a library or a coffee shop, I could just not, I would just turn off the internet and just edit and just work. But because of Badger's injury, um, I kind of needed to be available if Badger needed something done that couldn't be done safely by a person with one arm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and so I was like, initially, I was like, well, I'll just edit here, but there's a million distractions here, which is why I was doing the stuff in coffee shops and stuff in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Badger's recovery is coming along really well. So I need to maybe get back in that going to the library rhythm. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I will really want to get those episodes out, but there's a lot of stuff I'm behind on, kind of as a result of me being stuck at home. And
Okay.
I, yeah,
We can talk about that a little
yeah,
bit more on Wednesday during our
yeah.
weekly
It's
call.
just kind
That's
of one of
fine.
those things where everything there's just more for me to do around here than there would be normally,
Yeah,
and
that happens
that
sometimes,
is
especially when
slacking
there's an
off as
injury.
Badger recovers. And like, I'm really pleased with the recovery progress, but like, I don't want to promise anybody anything at this point because I wouldn't have said I was going to finish those episodes if I realized
Yeah.
how much I was going to get behind.
Yeah. Well,
Um, and so it's kind
you're
of one of
keeping an
those,
eye on her. That's good.
yeah,
Yeah. Badger priority. That's absolutely right.
yeah. So
They'll come out. They'll come out in due time. We can talk about
yeah,
um we'll take a look at your calendar and set up some stuff so that way you can get caught up a little bit more
yeah.
quickly. That's fine.
Um, Kindle says having the service go live on Monday would make life a lot easier for you and Yurgi. I don't think so. Because I know what I have to do next week. I can I don't why I'm not backing this weekend stuff into next week if I can avoid it. We got tip real in from Sveta for 20. He says, hope playing has gone well, only caught some of it. Yeah, I think it has. Thank you, Sveta. That's
I
6
think it has too.
and another 14 here going up on the abacus. And we're gonna rotate the camera now. By
Yay, rotation.
to 114 degrees angular. La da da da.
Yay.
Appreciate it, Sveta.
Miss Gold
So,
Fox.
Miss Gold Fox says, if it's not out before season 11 is out, will you just bag the 10 episodes you planned? Honestly, I don't know. Because in some ways, like, the episodes I didn't get done from season 10 are like big collab episodes that would be a great way for people who are new to my channel to see me do stuff. So if we get a big rush of new people from season 11, episode 1, releasing season 10, episode 97 after that isn't necessarily the worst. It's not great, I genuinely do not know. I do not know. But yeah, that's kind of one of those things. So yeah, let me see.
Yeah, well, we can figure we can walk through and see what works
Yeah.
so that you can get that done, still take care of Badger, and hold on to your sanity.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I think we're
and lost episodes.
the lost episodes. I know,
Nice.
right? Okay, so I think we're in good shape with everything here. I don't want to run too long. So let's go ahead. NJ, if people want to find you, twitch.tv/NJCoffeeJunkie.
That is correct. You'll find me tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Either that or 11:30, depends on when I get up. But I will be back playing Breath of the Wild. I am in the middle of trying to conquer my second divine beast, Va Naboris. Wish me luck.
Good luck, NJ. I believe in you.
Thank you. I try.
Any other social media links you want to share? Blue Sky, anything like that?
Yeah, I don't have the link handy, but I am on Blue Sky,
Oh,
and
I
I
don't have the
do
link
have.
handy either. So if you want to get that, I can vamp while you go find it.
Well, I need to.
It's okay. I'm still. I think.
Actually, no. It'll take too long. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I tried.
I can't
Okay.
handle. I can't handle Minecraft. But yeah, if you search for me on Blue Sky, I am on there, and you can also find it on my Twitch channel. So.
Okay, fantastic. Avid, thank you for the raid. We were just about to leave. Thank you, Avid MC Raiders. We were just doing a planning session. We were just doing a planning session, trying to figure out some concepts for a theater. This is a very rough creative mode concept. But yeah, we were taking some notes about how we would do it. We're going to kind of build it with like a pier in front of it. It's going to be my season 11 starter project for the first few months. We're also going to build like a campsite, maybe with like a campfire, bonfire thing. Trying to just feel all that out. But like literally, we were 10 seconds away from sending everybody on a raid. Avid Raiders, if you want to check me out again, you can find me at this channel. My stream schedule is joehills.net/soon. This week's kind of empty because Hermitcraft Season 11 doesn't start till next week. Well, it starts on the 8th, but my first stream will be on the 9th, which you still have to get on the calendar. Avid Raiders rolling in on Twitch too. Howdy, Avid Raiders. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. We were just planning our Hermitcraft Season 11 kind of concept. I want to build an Art Deco style theater. We were messing around with like some geometry and some shapes, some lines here in creative mode on my modded server. Hermitcraft Season 11 goes live November 8th. So I am really excited to go hang out and do that. Watt the Whistle says, I love the Homestead mod pack. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, we were actually just about to raid. Artie's Indifferent says this is such a short break. It's such a long break. We used to launch Hermitcraft seasons like the day after the one went down. Taking a month is it's driving me nuts. Why am I sideways? Yeah, I can't stand not being able to log into Hermitcraft. That's like what I do to relax when I'm stressed out, and I'm constantly stressed out. The camera's rotated because every dollar that rolls in, we rotate the camera 1 degree angular. I've already done last call for tips because we were sending people, on to another season. But yeah, if you want to check out my stream schedule, joehills.net/soon. Probably, like I said, it's kind of empty right now because season 9 doesn't launch until the 8th. And yeah, so we're gonna be back to do that. Cool. So we are gonna send you on to Matt J. Wilson, who used to make Bonus Stage, one of the earliest web cartoons on KeenSpot, which is like a huge influence on me growing up. Matt is hanging out with cartoonist Diana Knock today, playing Blueprints, which is kind of a puzzle roguelike. It's weird. But anyway, I was joined today by my project manager, NJCoffeeJunkie, so that we could plan out a bunch of stuff for Hermitcraft Season 11. NJ, you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Be excellent to yourselves and to each other, everybody. Good night.
Alrighty. Wait, why did that raid command not work? /raid. Oh, /raid, then the entire Twitch URL is not a good way to do that. Okay. So yeah, when you get over there, our raid message is, howdy y'all, Joe Hills right here. Avid Raiders, thank you again for swinging by. It's just poor timing. I've got an early morning tomorrow. I've got a lot to do. So, alrighty. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee, joined by NJCoffeeJunkie. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do-do. Okay, NJ, we are not quite out yet. So, I gotta hit the YouTube stuff to actually end the stream properly. Thanks, YouTube, for making multi-streaming, you know, a whole hassle. So, live, public, private. Then we click raid.